should we be exercising when we are sick? The answer is, it depends. There are so many variables involved when answering this question, such as the type of sickness or illness you have, the type of exercise you intend on doing, and where you are exercising. So let's have a look at the common cold. You might feel a little bit snotty, you might feel like you've got a cough, and you might feel just a little bit fuzzy. Perhaps a nice walk in the fresh air might be good for you. It's important to listen to how your body is feeling though. We certainly don't recommend that you exercise in a public gym because there's obviously the risk there of spreading your germs, but a home exercise or a light stretch, a walk in the park could be good for you. If you have been vomiting, you're losing fluids and you're severely dehydrated, the answer is no. We certainly don't recommend that you exercise. Instead, we recommend that you focus on good nutrition, rehydrating, and sleeping for recovery. Now, when we think about whether we should be exercising, yes or no, we like to look at the immune system. Now, the immune system requires energy to do its day-to-day jobs. So when we're sick, the immune system has a higher demand and therefore is working harder, requires more energy. When we exercise, our body's energy output is increased, so there's not a lot of energy left in the bank for the immune system. So there is a sweet spot around exercise and immunity. And sometimes if we exercise during illness, we might be tipping over to the point where the immune system doesn't have the energy to work properly and overcome the illness that you have. So in general, we recommend that if you have a common cold, light exercise might be helpful for you. You might feel better after a walk in some fresh air or perhaps some stretching or yoga style movements, but we certainly wouldn't recommend a high cardiovascular, high intensity, heavy weight session because the immune system just won't cope with that energy output. If you have been stuck in bed with joint pain and you're showing signs of a flu, we certainly would recommend that you stay indoors and focus on your nutrition and your hydration. So remember, we need to be listening to our body and thinking, what sort of energy do I have in the bank? Do I need to keep that energy for my immune system, or can I afford to put a little bit out for some exercise? We want to be thinking about the hydration status of our body, so always being highly hydrated before you exercise to help the body recover. We want to be thinking about the types of food we're eating after exercise, again, so that our immune system has a little bit of extra energy and assistance to not only overcome the illness that you have, but also to aid in recovery from the exercise you just completed. Top tip though, don't exercise in a public space if you're showing any signs of a cold or a flu. We don't want to be spreading those germs around through the winter season.